don't know about y'all trying to keep an eye on this ladies basketball game. Could just be me, but it's all right. We should be winning by more probably. That's just my bias though. So, but y'all already know. We're gonna talk a little bit of recruiting, talk a little bit of basketball, and get y'all ready to hold over until the next week because Sunday we're gonna take off so we can all watch Super Bowl. See if my homeboy takes it home or if Jalen hurts some of y'all pocketbooks. We're gonna see. But y'all already know what's up. It's about to be Fangs up.
Yeah, baby, you know what time it is. Now let's get it started.
Are you kidding me? Unreal!
While our HBCUs are mostly known for academic rigor, community, they also know how to turn up.
Does he have it? Yes, he does! And that might be the knockout punch.
All right, greetings, salutations. Hoping all is well with you and yours. Another episode of Fangs Up and some good times. Like if you caught it last night, you definitely caught the show with myself and the guys from O&G Strikezone. So some good conversation was had there. And get y'all ready, man. Get excited about what's to come from this program. So all right, let's see. First though, before we get too deep into the weeds and everything like that, make sure I can try to level this thing out a little bit. I'll be listening. Try to make sure the volume's not too off. So when it's too loud, it cracks a little bit. So what's up, little baby? What's up, Marvin? Look, I'm telling you, Ashford, this is not a game that I thought we could compete in. I didn't know we would be this close. And at the moment, applying a little B2A. Like I was underselling it, but I don't have my belt handy. But if I did, I'd act like my man's Kobe right there when he was giving it to Larry. Yick, yick, yick. Rattlers got a 12-point lead. It is 44-32. Third quarter, 3 minutes and change left. B2A. I need us to finish this game out, close it out. And I like the young, energetic coach. It is on YouTube. It is so this is a trick. Don't type in Prairie View. Type in PVAMU athletics. So look, if it hurt me, it's cool. I'd rather help them. Or you could just pull up on the phone, or if you have YouTube TV, or YouTube TV. If you got the YouTube app on your TV, you can watch it on there. So full transparency. I got computer too. Normally I kind of have the show for like quality control, try to make sure. But I'm watching Lady Rattlers in the background today. So, but yes, it is on YouTube. It's gonna mess up for 30 seconds, so y'all just got to bear with me. I told y'all it's gonna do that. Here we go. And share the link, copy, boom. All right, so there you go. Post a comment. All right, so for those that are so inclined, that is the link. So just for full transparency, look, y'all know I do my sources, so I don't be caring. But as far as oh yeah, I'm glad I did turn the volume down just a scotch. I can hear it. Softball got it coming up, man. Yeah, I'm moving frenetic speed because we got the Fangs exchange right after us. So but softball's got a series up there in Georgia. If you watch the O&G Strikezone, you heard Brian talk about it up there in the Mercer area. Good Lord, that girl came back with an elbow. If you're watching the game, I don't like the PV pink jerseys though. Like they should have worn that against a different team. Like somebody with some better contrasting colors. Just my personal opinion. What's up, Ashley? But after the Austin P game, that's on Friday, they got St. Joseph's. Jameer Nelson, that's the school he went to. Then Mercer, they're the Bears. Then that's on Saturday. So doubleheader Saturday. And then Sunday, Austin P again. So good little slate right there. Get y'all excited about FAMU athletics and get y'all ready for FAMU, so hopefully the home trip. Like, get y'all really ready for that. Now, basketball, they're playing right now. 44-34, 10-point lead. Is that Super Ritz? Ooh, she actually hit a three. Look, I be wanting her not to shoot so bad sometimes, but she good for them 2 threes a game. After this, she don't need to shoot no more. What's up, Tom? Good to see you. Oops. And we got a turnover. Rattler ball. 47-34. Third quarter, 3:04 left. B2A. I did not think we were going to whoop tail like this in Texas. I'm loving it. But right now, FAMU's winning is pretty convincing. The turnovers, we've had a few, but it's not as bad as it has been. Coach pressure is fine. Her girls, like, she has her two. Like, you got your two, and you got your two possibles. Like, you got your two main scorers. You got 6'6" in the middle. Then every once in a while, she traveled. 23, the one that can shoot, but don't like hit the threes. Whereas Superettes, she be struggling, but she hit 2 threes, and then the rest of the game she be ice cold. Like, I get it though. Like, you playing the percentages on that. But when you're watching the game, that's what you're gonna pick up on. That's what you're gonna notice. We're a better team. I could be facetious about this. I could be more humble. I could just be key. And I'm be honest. Like, yeah, 54, she is her. Like, that girl is a monster in the middle. Like, Lord. What was that? 44. No, that's 44. Yeah, 44. Whew. Like, she come through and she put a whole like a whole elbow. You be like, ma'am, did you learn any manners? Just throwing elbows at people. Rude. Also, FAMU men's basketball, also in Texas. They have Texas Southern on Saturday. That's gonna be a doubleheader. So the ladies start that off, the men finish it. Just got a turnover. Then the Rattlers steal it back. They try to fast break. Keyword, they tried. Then we turn over again. That was a horrible pass. Like, and then this is like watching elementary school basketball right now with these narcissists doing. Then Jackson State. Sorry. Then Monday, the men got a game at 6, so that was ridiculous, that amount of turnovers. All right, so the men have the Andre Dawson Classic coming in a few weeks on the 21st through the 23rd. Get ready for that. If you have not gotten your basketball season tickets, definitely lock in before the season ends. Like, get a part of that. Get your tickets in the luxury section, man. Be fancy. Y'all want to be fancy for homecoming. Basketball homecoming's coming too. Go be fancy. We're gonna produce some content for that pretty soon too, man. So, oops, let me get that ready. You don't take off the video. So, FAMU recruiting. I'm hoping you all were as excited as I am. You want your cornbread. That's a movie right now. I can't watch it because it's actually a sad movie, but it has its funny moments. But look, quarterback room just got better, man. We got a 3-headed quarterback race. Yes, I said 3. I'm counting Junior in the race. Leave me alone. Tyler Jefferson is coming in. I like it. One of these guys, Western Michigan. Southpaw, though. And I don't know if y'all heard it. If you heard the 220 meeting, another turnover. Colzie stated that he was looking for speed. I don't think, and St. Clair and I talked about it earlier today, If you're not familiar, check out round one with St. Clair Moraine. A lot of FAMU football talk, a lot of basketball talk. If you don't know, Coach Leonard Hamilton, good noob, is retiring. So we did talk about that. But we especially talked about this recruiting class. So, and the rest of letting them bang a little bit. But Tyler Jefferson, he was the first quarterback we got. Southpaw, he's kind of mobile. And from what I've seen, I'm wondering if we get a little more Jalen Hurts than we are Patrick Mahomes out of this guy. He's pretty physical presence, pretty solid. I want to see, though. If he's accurate, he'll be there. Now, the other one, Roman Purcell. This guy's from Indiana, home of the Crimson and Cream. University, Indiana University. So, but previously played at North Carolina A&T. And he's pretty deep at quarterback now. All of a sudden, you've given Coach Burris some deep, depth. You went from a position that was honestly a position of need to a position that's one of the best on the field. Arguably, your quarterback position, I ain't gonna say it's best in the SWAC. It was last year. But depending on who's coming back, it's top 3. And are we really deep? In theory, yes, JT. Because obviously you got QB1, Junior Murtoka. Then you got Roman Purcell. Now you have Tyler Jefferson. And you got Martin. I think Martin stayed the transfer from Miami. So, it's going to be an interesting competition to see who's going to be there. Never been the best in the SWAC. Moose wasn't the best quarterback in SWAC. Yeah, you're not wrong there. You're not wrong about that one. But I will say, who else got 3 decent quarterbacks in the SWAC? I'll wait. She got fouled. I don't think it's many. And that ain't me being facetious. Normally in the SWAC, once you get the quarterback number 2, it's kind of over. Just saying, but I think FAMU's got a pretty deep quarterback room. I don't know what Junior's going to do. But y'all know that's I'm a fan, so I own that and I embrace that. Now the running back room, hey, yeah, you're probably right, JT. But Jamal Haley, he is the speed back. You heard Colzie say he is going to replace Kelvin Dean, and everybody else is coming back, which is scary because at the end of the season, Thad Franklin came on. If Thad Franklin has 2 more games like that, he is not coming back to FAMU. Then you got Bo coming back, and y'all say what y'all want to about Bo. We just need to make some stuff happen. 49-38 in the third quarter, going into the fourth quarter. FAMU's up by 11. I can't keep saying B2A because the lead is too close to 10 points. But yeah, but he's supposed to be a speedy back. And Colzie was listening. I told y'all, he got tired of all y'all saying, ain't no speed. The running backs are too slow. The receivers are too slow. Okay, that's fine. But, yeah, he's heard enough of it. He's made some moves. He's got some people, man. That is back. According to Colzie, that is back. Kelvin Dean is the only one we're losing. That slew me too, because I was like, at the end of the season, I thought he was done, but he said he was back. Yes, sir. I like that 3-headed monster today. That's a scary running game. And thank you. I'm gonna say it like this: I ran a 4.4 in high school. It's not hard to find fast people in Florida. it's just levels to how fast you are. Like I wasn't Miami fast. Them dudes are just different kind of fast. But it's not hard to find fast people in Florida. Like we run. I don't know what to tell you. Something in the water. Mentioning speed, and this was the one I was kind of waiting to see about. Look, this Jordan Parker kid, they say he kind of quick. Like you kind of look at his film, he looked kind of shifty. Gassett was supposedly the only receiver we lost, and I think he's there to replace Gassett. Like if that's the case, him, Lockhart, FAMU's got 5 receivers right now that will give you some business. Like just looking at this roster, Colzie was serious about speed. He like y'all say what y'all want to about my coach. He be listening. Like we got to work on with the graphics sometimes, but he be listening. And look, we are a better team. We are running back by committee. I agree. 4-4 for teachers. Hey, man, look, I had to show a kid one day. That's the last time I went out there too, boy. He challenged me. I was like, "Oh, I got you end of the year." I pulled my hamstring, but I won the race. I wasn't gonna lose. Oh goodness, she shooting for 3, and she made it. Oh, that's not the super race. That's the other one. Yeah, that's 23. Yeah. She be shooting. But yeah, look, man. I remember. Look, my football coach was Craig Henry. Coach Henry was still dropping 4.4s. When I was in high school, he had to be his 30s, maybe 40s by then. But yeah. Also, look, y'all start asking coach, we ain't gonna get no tall receivers. Okay. It says Wiltshire right here. Oh no, that's White. Moses White. Yes, sir. They didn't put his name on there really. Fix that, baby. But they say his family legacy 6'4" receiver. I'm just saying, it ain't Johnny Wilson height, but man, look, you gotta let him know, Pearson. I was actually at Lockhart when I did that too. This one, Kanari Wiltshire, another one, potentially another speed guy. Again, FAMU's receiver room is nice. Like I think part of the anticipation and the reason for recruiting the receiver room so heavy is I'm wondering, do we anticipate a transfer out? If you're watching the basketball game, you know why I look like that. But I don't know for sure. I know there were speculations, especially with the way Quan Lee finished the season. There were questions mainly about him from what I was hearing because he finished so freaking strong. Like Quan Lee was, I told you early in the season, like that was a guy that I kept circling. And when I watched plays, he was a glue guy. Like I called him a glue guy because he was one of those guys that helped move the ball when times got rough. Is he? I don't know. That's a good question. I'm gonna come over to the computer too, so I don't mess up the feed. Too bad. I feel like he's like a 6'1", 6'2", which, coming from me, you're tall because I'm 5'9" and some change. 6 foot and 3 inch heels. Lifters. Men don't wear heels. So just saying. I'm thinking he's like 6'1", 6'2". Could be wrong though. So, but let's see. We're gonna control F over here and press 6'1". So yeah. So they have him listed as 6'1". Hopefully he redshirted last year. Because if he redshirted, that's gonna be some fun. But yeah, so OC's son is 6'1". I'm fine with that. Every receiver ain't got to be 7 feet tall. Now this one right here, this one I was excited about early. Tight end Gavin Hill. He's a transfer from UF. If you heard the show last night with Kelvin and myself and Brian, you kind of heard us say, what if it would help if I could speak, that we could see him playing multiple positions, either D-line or tight end. I project him as a tight end right now, but as deep as our tight end room is, if he wants to get on the field tomorrow, defensive line's where it's at. Like he's at that weird medium size for a D tackle. Like he's too big to be a tackle. I mean, to be an end, but he's too small to be a tackle without gaining some weight. Like if you go to, you send him to Orleans for a good week, he'll be a good defensive tackle. You got to get the Obama breakfast though. Get that Obama breakfast. Come back for lunch. About a good 4-5 days of that. It'll be 285. Yeah, and if you ain't been to Orleans, did you go to FAMU? And that's a real question. It's not a slight on you. I can't help that your parents didn't raise you right. But if you went to FAMU and you didn't go to Orleans, you either had bad friends or bad parents. You can blame either side. But, if you're still listening to this, next homecoming, when you take off on Friday, go to Orleans. They didn't pay me to say that. The food is just that good. As these children say these days, it's busting. Now, mentioning the line. Hey, Colzie Okiki. Bruh. Yeah. I had him as a guard because he's like 300. But he might look like that kind of, General Hunt 300. Like he's swole. Like he got a little stomach on him. No Diddy. But he looked kind of swole. I'm excited about that one. The other one though. Big Mosey. Yes, sir. Like, I promise you, that's got to be his nickname in the neighborhood. Oh, man, you talking about Big Mosey? No, you don't mess with Big Mosey. That got to be his nickname. Like, dude, like 330, 6'4", like, just a Leon Lett looking cat, man. Like, just saying. Yeah, we were struggling with that press right fast. But I see why she's on the team. She can dribble. But yeah, I'm here for this. Like, I like our offensive line. I think we got better. I feel like Colzie learned from his mistakes last year. Like, when I look at this roster, what it says to me is, I'm sick of these people telling me people are slow. And I'm sick of getting beat and saying that we can't stop the run. Because he wasn't the only one that said it. You said it. I said it. O&G said it. Scotty said it. Literally. Penalty talk, Fang exchange. All of us seen the same thing. Colzie saw it too. So he decided to address the issue, and he did it through the transfer portal. And I ain't gonna lie. I said this last night. I said it last year. I'll say it again. Stetson University would hate to see me. And this is a reason why. Elijah Alexander transfers from Stetson. Come on home, sir. They don't offer you scholarships, no way. Stetson plays in the Pioneer League. They don't get them boys no athletic scholarships. So what we talking about? Come on to FAMU and get it in. Like, JT, the front four can't get worse. They can't get worse. You're not wrong about that. And I think they got better when you started looking. Look at him, defensive end size. I ain't seen a DN his size of FAMU in a minute. Like, being real. Isaiah Lamb wasn't this big. Isaiah Lamb was kind of slight. Like, he was like 220 when he was big. Like, man, that girl can dribble. 22, she's a baller. Now she passed at 13 and that's a super turnover. But this guy, yeah, I ain't gonna say going to the NFL, but I think FAMU's defensive line is going to be better. I think Colzie bought himself 2 wins with this. At least 1.5 wins. You are 1.5 wins better. I would say 2 wins better because when you look at it, you rebuilt the defensive line. Like DJ Jones, interior lineman. Woo-hoo. So all of a sudden, we have 4, like legitimately 4 D linemen that can just be in the middle and the interior. And most of these guys come with extra years. Like, that's the other piece. Like, Very few of these guys just coming to FAMU and like, I'll be gone next year. Now, Colzie trying to make year 3 that best year, that contract year. Oh yeah, Colzie won. He's trying to get to that championship. I'm just saying. Now this one right here, Perkins. Hey, I'm just saying, this would be a perfect time to get an NIL deal with Perkins, some pancakes, sacks, something. I'm just saying, it builds itself. FAMU's defensive line looking solid. Now this one right here, this is the most Isaiah Lane guy we got. Samuel Mitchell. I'm excited. And even though these things say committed, I've been told they signed. So, y'all know our graphics a little, just saying. But, and EA says this is the issue. The OL has the talent. Colzie just has to dedicate a group, then allow them to get to gel instead of alternating series. Yeah. I think some of that I don't know about. We'll see. Now, I got Myers listed as defensive end. I'm excited about this one. Him and Jones, man, those two. Now, linebacker, you got a second one. I saw him today, but again, I did this before he updated his thing. So, what the heck is she doing? Just trash. But Justice Cross, linebacker. I heard Chaney. I like that comparison. That 225, 230-pound linebacker. Can FAMU's linebacker room stay healthy? I think that's going to be your big question. That's going to be your concern. Just kind of looking at what this team was last year. The biggest issue is just that we just can't stay healthy at some of the key positions. And then some of the other positions, the transfer portal just really eviscerated your team. Like, you can't win with some of that. Like, when's the next portal open in April? Is FAMU going to make a big splash? I doubt it. I told y'all, Jay High. Told y'all about that one. Look, Jay High don't play. So, now, DBs, Jaden Bradford, DB from FSU. Okay. Can I put my Rattler fan hat on? We okay with Florida State transfers. Some of them hit, but man, his last recruiting cycle. Yeah, last year, that last one, man, the FSU recruits wasn't it. I was holding on to Maury Tate for a minute. And yeah, I had to give up on that one. The kicker quit. Like the kicker that transferred in, he transferred right out. Yeah, man. Last season was a miss. And Colzie even admitted that. He was like, a lot of these guys from last year didn't stick. It just didn't happen. I'm fine with that admittance. I accept that. I receive that. And hopefully this year these guys stick longer, partially because some of these guys just didn't play. Jordan was one of those guys, not a lot of playing time. I think he played at one game. I think I saw something where he may have got a little time in, when Georgia came down and beat the mess out of them. There's another game where he played. His number was like 46. Not normal DB number, but I'm hoping at FAMU, one, he gets a shot, but that it's gonna be some good things going on. And it's like I'm hearing the GA was doing all the OL coaching last year. Here was overwhelmed with both. Yeah, TJ was coaching at the end. Again, you go from being a GA a year after playing in Celebration Bowl to being on a college staff. Like, shout out TJ Demas. Like, that was my boy. Kenny's transfers that are coming in actually play. Some of them. I think can they stay is the real question. Like, I think last year we only kept 7 out of that class. Like, that is abysmal. That attrition rate's terrible. Like you can't just be losing that amount of students. Now she got to get rid of the ball. I don't know if she's that dribbler. We'll see though. Again, FAMU is up 60-46, fourth quarter, minutes of change left. You get your belts ready. You can start cracking them because please hit this three. Yes, this needs to be a meme. If anybody watching this FAMU game, this needs to be a meme. Literally, girls. Yes, sir. Beautiful shot. Look, that safety got hurt against UM. Is he back? Great question. Because I'm worried about not having. Supposedly, Colzie has somebody. We'll find out who. But the switching is the coach's responsibility, not the GA. It's wrong for that. Yeah. I'm gonna let y'all have that. I'm gonna be nice today. I'm trying to get my spot on the other side. So on the DBs though, Chase Dexter, he's been committed for a while, coming on home. I like that. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I'm excited about him. Also, he looked like a corner. Like I ain't gonna lie, how she missed that layup. But Diston, I'm excited. He looked the part. Like I don't know if he's gonna play the part, but if I just throw him out there and be like, "What position you play?" Like, he a corner. It just looked like a corner. A corner or a safety. Like he looked like if he that safety, he gonna miss a game like every couple of games for targeting. Like I'm just saying, like he all the tattoos, he looked kind of physical, no diddy. Now this one, Lattimore, another guy I'm kind of excited about. Like I want to see how much air horn he has in him. I'm trying to think of another safety, man, without saying Marquise Bell, because Marquise Bell isn't a fair comparison. But I wonder, is this a guy that can play a little bit of that safety linebacker kind of roam around a little bit, like because that's gonna be interesting to me. Now this one right here, Caleb McKenzie, he's a DB from South Dakota. He's actually from Florida. I think he's gonna be nickel. At like 5'9", 100 and some pounds. I got him as a nickel. I could be wrong, but to me, normally you want a nickel that's below 6 feet that can keep up with the little shifty, aggravating guys. Like those guys that are really quick and grunt a lot when they're running routes. Like every time they get to their cut, they're them little guys. Like the guy's kind of like Xavier Smith. You want a nickel on that guy. You don't want a full-size corner on him because they're too quick. Like you get them in a box, there's less of them to fit in the box. So they can do more of that fidgety jump. Like, so I'm with it though. Another South Florida guy coming home, and he's played at a program that's pretty decent. Like University of South Dakota, the Coyotes are normally decent. I don't say they're great. Oh, and the game is over, 65-48. B2A, Lady Rattlers have won. First half of the Texas two-step completed with a dub. So Dubs McGee right here. FAMU wins. And congratulations, Rattlers. I'm a happy one. So now this one, Jalen Thomas, I think I see he's listed as a safety. You can see no games are played in the safety room. Like the DBs, safeties, corners. Colzie's trying to fix it. And he said the same thing we said about secondary. He said in a very nice way, despite us being the second best in the SWAC, that was not the standard. He said in a nice way. You and me would just say it was trash. Like, there were times we were getting burnt for no stupid reason. Like, I'm just saying. And this right here, Deion Villers, another one I'm kind of excited about. Like, I want to see, can he play both positions? Like, just saying. And then kicker. We got 3 of them. So, Andrew Abu Akil, Colzie said he checked the hang time on everybody. I need that. I need people kicking the ball out of the back of the end zone. Like, extension cord. Oh, goodness. Cooper Baddix, another kicker. So, kicker room is solid. I'm cool with that. And then Alexander Davis looks like they're insinuating he's going to be the punter. We'll see. I'm excited about that, though. And then from the great Jones High School, y'all know I had to finish with J High. Isaiah Murphy, DB. So he's finally been confirmed. I saw the signing thing. He just wasn't on the publication and information that I saw. So that's why I was kind of being careful. Like, we got him, but do we got him? Because I ain't trying to have no foolishness and y'all say I lied. So overall, I came away happy about the recruiting class. Would I have liked to maybe gotten another high school kid or more? Probably. But I liked it. I love the offensive lineman that we picked up from Dr. Phillips. I missed him because I didn't get his thing doodad up there till a little bit later. But I like that addition. I think that was a pretty big add. Like, and it's a good connection. Like, it's a connection to a school that has a pretty good coach. I mean, Dr. Phillips they got a little bit of tradition. I mean, they ain't what they used to be, like, but they give you a good run every once in a while. Like, they give you some problems. So, yeah, I know I got the graphic ready. Just didn't add it. So, just for those who want to see it. And whoever did his graphics, that's what you do. Like, that looks good. Big dude, good coach. If you watch Fangs Up and you've been watching for a while, he was one of our first interviews, may have been the first interview, but Coach Tyrone Sapp. So that's his coach, and Sapp has some good kids. So he produces high quality talent. I'll definitely give him that, man. So and look, 220 Club calmed me down on this season. Now I'm expecting an 11-1. I ain't gonna say that, but I am gonna say I think I'm like you. I feel a little more confident about this. Some of this I was giving Colzie credit just because I was trusting his process. Like, some of that is the trust the process. Like, okay, I'm gonna trust the process, but at the same point, you got to earn that trust. Like, trust is earned. It's not just given. And especially after that Valley game, after losing the Prairie View, struggling in the Florida Classic, there's a little vacillation in the faith. And so, EA, am I happy with the quarterback room? Yes. I'll say yes for now, just because I wasn't sold on Hooker. Never was. So when he transferred out, wasn't a huge shock. I feel like the unicorn that is now a receiver was never going to get a fair shot at quarterback, and he made the right decision because that's the best position for him, my personal opinion. So looking at it, I like it because as much as I like Junior, I do think if he's your quarterback one, you're in a tough spot. And it's just because it hadn't come together. It's not an indictment on the kid. It just hasn't come together. Like, I can be your biggest fan, but I can also be honest. I'm a Miami Heat fan. I love the Jimmy Butler trade, and it's not because I don't like Jimmy. I feel like it ran its course. Appreciate your output. Appreciate your input. But now it's time for you to get out. And I don't get mad at him for that. Like, you know what his personality is like. You accepted that. You ran with it. Took you to a championship. Keep pushing. Big same thing with Junior. Like, you know what Junior is. He's a gunslinger, really good arm, all the measurables. But the production just says that despite the fact that I am a fan, that I have to lean on the analytics. And the analytics say you got to pick up a different option, and that removes my bias from it. So I'm happy with the quarterback room. I like the option from Indiana. I would have been more concerned if he wasn't coming in. And I mean, I'll tell y'all, I ain't gonna say who, but somebody had mentioned to me that we had another quarterback that was coming, and they couldn't tell me the name. And I was like, that's fair, but don't worry. And I was like, okay, all right, we cool. So I'm gonna trust you. And their word was bond. So my favorite position group is always going to be the receiver room. But in particular, I think this is the best receiving room we've had in a while. And I'll be honest with y'all, I think last year's receivers were better than the year before. Like, as a group, when healthy, I think they were better. I just don't think you use the tight ends right. But we'll see. What's up, Tampa T? Look, and I'm with you, JT. I'm not gonna get too in over it. I don't want to get over I don't want to get in over my skis on this team, because right now, if you were to ask me my too early to tell without looking at other people's spring games predictions, I'm gonna give you 8 wins. Last year, I only had us losing 1 game and 2. I had us Jackson State and Miami as losses. And I think I had Southern as a possible. I did not have Valley. I had to go back and look through the notes, but those are last year's notes now. I change every year, so we don't season 4 Fangs up. Right now, if you ask me right now, I see this as a 8-win season, just off of right now, just because I don't know. We got a quarterback, but I'm more confident about the depth of quarterback. Running back, I love it, but I also understand nobody's just gonna let you run the ball. Like, first commandment of family football is thou shalt not run. And we can't start the game. You just running all over me. It can't be that, and it won't be that. And that's any team. Receiver wise, I don't see I can go 1 through 5 and be very confident right now in this moment. I mean, going into the season without these additions, 1 through 3, I was straight. And now with these additions, it's 1 through 5, and I'm like, I'm cool. Tight end, I was already good. All right, if we use them right, we're good. O-line was a concern. I will say that's probably my only concern. And I think Colzie addressed it as well. I thought you needed 3, maybe 4, but I think they were serviceable. D-line I love, because I think you really address the biggest issue, which is your interior line. I think we played James Ash too many snaps. Not saying that he shouldn't come off the field, or he should stay off the field. But what I'm saying is, when you allow a little more of a rotation and platoon, it allows him to be fresher, and he becomes a more disruptive player, in my personal opinion. So yeah, I don't know if he's that good. I ain't gonna hold you on that. Like, I think he's serviceable, but we only saw him make 1 pass, and the problem is that was against PV. Junior had a bad game, and then he comes in and completes a pass, so immediately he looks better than Junior, like, respectfully. Like, so it's like, oof, 1 pass, you look better than the guy that's out there. Yeah, maybe he should have gotten some burn. Just saying. Trey Paul will make sure Jimmy doesn't bring that. Either that or go be fighting in the locker room. Either way, if you're a content creator for them, that's good TV. It's like I had UM, Troy, JSU, and ASU as losses last year. There we go. I knew I had, because I didn't count Troy as a win. I was shocked when Coach said we was losing. Yeah. What? No, because what was it, Pruitt and 1 more. Yeah. Anything less than 9-3 is acceptable. Unacceptable. I got you. If we don't fix the defense, expectations need to be lowered. I don't think you're wrong, JT. I think that was Colzie's big thing with the defensive line. Like, we need to bring in some people to fill in these gaps because the players are on the field too long and we're not getting any penetration. This defense works best when the defensive line is able to wreak some havoc. And you have one DB that was just getting cooked. I mean, we could hide it, but it is what it is. Like, just saying. And I thought we were losing 3 tight ends. I know 2 were seniors. Yeah, that's all we lost. One of the guys who transferred over, I think he's staying extra year. So, yeah. And as long as Burroughs can get one of them going and hopefully more of a game manager. That's what I'm thinking about. I think last year, sometimes we asked Daniel to be the savior and just try to save us all the time. And I don't think we need to do that. I think he was better when he was able to kind of roll out, throw on the run, like move the pocket, not stand back there and just pat the baby, as Willie used to say. I think that was something that was detrimental to the team. But also, I'm with y'all. Why weren't we throwing to certain players? I'm not gonna keep saying their name. Y'all know who I'm talking about. That didn't make a hill of beans worth of sense to me. Like, it just didn't. So I will say, kind of just looking at the makeup of the game, makeup of the season. When you start looking at it, especially the end of the season, and unfortunately for Burris, well, fortunately and unfortunately, I only got 2 games to judge you off of. Good thing you won both, but the first game you just ran the ball. The second was more balanced. But then my question is, how much of the Florida Classic is more balanced because it had to be? Like, let's be real. That running back from Cookman had a day. You had to score. That means you had to throw the ball. You had to make big plays. Now, eventually, you kind of get the run game going. But just saying. And if we lose in Bragg this year, a third year has to strongly be reconsidered. I would say that if you don't have the schedule you got, like, I'll be honest with that. Like, for me, there's a contingency on that. Like, and just going back to the schedule. Like, so sorry for not looking at the camera. I know that's not good podcasting, but looking at that home schedule, you should be 1-1, but you could be 2-0. I could potentially see 3-0 or 2-1. Who's the quarterback? Like, who's the quarterback? Because if it's the right person, all of a sudden, that's a different conversation. Like, if it's Andrew Body, I don't know what they brought in, though. I got to see their recruiting class. That could be a win. And it's at home. So it's very easily that you are 1, 2, 3, 4-0. 4-0 is just like this 3-1. You should not lose to anyone but FAU. Valley should be a tail whipping. North Carolina Central depends. Again, that's why it's like I can't say that losing at home is a fireable offense. This team won the Celebration Bowl a few years ago and should have. Let's be honest. If this team doesn't lose to that team, largely because of the flu, you're playing them in the Celebration Bowl. So, like, because of flu and injury, North Carolina Central loses and gets housed by Howard, and we missed that Celebration Bowl. Alcorn, you can't let them stay around. Like, the rule with Alcorn is you can't let them hang around. But that's a toss-up. Southern, that offense is not impressive to me still. But again, it's away. Home against Jackson, they got a new running back. If you can stop the run, you should win. But again, that's another one where it's like, So it sounds good to say no losses in Bragg. But the truth of the matter is You got a tougher schedule this year. I'm just saying, I don't want to lose, but oof, when you step your game up against better competition, the results are the results. So, like, I'm just saying, Bragg is a tough place to win. Part of the problem with Bragg is the same problem of why it's hard to watch a game in Bragg. It's too much going on. You got the band, you got the DJ, you got the announcer, you got the fans, you got like so much is going on. Like even from the sideline, sometimes just kind of sitting there watching. When Bragg is bumping, it's hard to pay attention. Like I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Like I've literally sat down in the end zone and just been like this. Like this is nice. Like you just watching it. Like this is nice. I'm glad I ain't playing because I wouldn't be paying attention to nothing. Like you got homecoming and Bragg is different, especially on the field. Like so different. Like just saying. And you're right. That's what killed us last year. We let too many teams hang around. JSU again. We should have won that game. Bad play calling. Like, I digress. If you're losing to top tier teams at home, you're not a top tier team. Did Ohio State lose at home? I'm just asking for a friend. I believe Hail to the Victors was played at the shoe. Look, don't kill the messenger. So ASU, they don't scare me. I see them as stagnant. Great defensively, offensively, nothing. And that's why I say it depends who the quarterback is. And that's honestly, that's why if Andrew Body comes back, that's what shocks me. I don't see where they added any weapons to make that a better situation. So, y'all. Fangs Exchange starts in a minute. If you haven't already, let's start getting ready to head over there, man. No show Sunday. It's the Super Bowl. I'm going to be with the Weiss family. Normally, I'm on the 1s and 2s the past couple years, but we're going to go down there and spend some time. So we'll see y'all Thursday. I might see y'all Monday, depending on this basketball game. But like, we'll see. But no show Sunday. That's why we kind of packed it all in. Made sure we talked about the basketball, everything. Marvin, I'm with you. I ain't gonna even lie. I think I'm gonna put a little pizza money, as Brian says, it on the Eagles. I don't never do it. I've never done it before. So I'm gonna try it because I just don't trust the three-peat. And if I can make a little coin, because my gut is telling me to put some on the Eagles, hey man, you just listen to the 2-time reigning Pick'ems champion from our group between the different HBCU groups. I won again. It's 2 years in a row. I may have to like put a second belt on the snake with the belt. I don't know. That might just be gloating. So we'll see. Look at all the swag champs. They didn't lose at home. JSU should have lost at home a few times. Okay, then. You got a point, though. You think Taylor Swift will win the Super Bowl? Nah. I don't know why. My gut just says Philly, man. Fly Eagles fly, and I'm a Cowboys fan. How about them Cowboys? They ain't gonna win the Super Bowl, but hey, they won 3 in my lifetime, so I'm good. Like, I don't care all y'all folks got to say, like, they don't never win the Super Bowl. They won 3. I'm good. The Bucks gave me 2. Like, look, if I don't never get another Super Bowl, I am good. Like, all my teams have championships, every league. Like, I can go down the list. Baseball, I used to be a Braves fan. I was Cowboys, Bucks, Florida Panthers, Miami Heat. My Rattlers won one in my lifetime. And I was there. Like, baby, it don't get no better. My dad was there. Great moment. I'm holding that forever. All right, y'all. Head over to the Fangs Exchange. We're going to check them out. We'll see y'all next Thursday. Here at HBCU Digital. Again, no show Sunday because of the Super Bowl. I ain't competing with my homeboy. I got that. All right, y'all. See y'all Thursday, maybe Monday. Y'all already know what's up, though, and it's always going to be Fangs up.
Yeah, baby, you know what time it is. Now let's get it started.
Are you kidding me? Unreal.
While our HBCUs are mostly known for academic rigor, community. They also know how to turn up.
Dorsey, how